Hey guys, I hope you're boiling a pot of spaghetti in hell. And today I want to talk about kind of the state of Fortnite right now because there's other people talking about the rarity system that got changed recently, but I just want to talk about the stuff that Fortnite didn't need to change as a whole and all of the changes that were pretty dumb decisions. And I'm going to be talking about little things and huge things that everybody heard about. And this is going to be my list of all the things that they didn't need to do and really kind of ruined the game. And I want to talk about that. So, okay, so for number one, it's the obvious thing that's going on right now. Rarity removing. This was the stupidest thing that they ever did. Why? Why would you remove the character and the sorting of all of the outfits? Literally, if you buy something in the item shop, it doesn't feel as good because you don't have a rarity for it. It's just a normal outfit. And it doesn't feel good. I feel like Fortnite's trying to modernize their gameplay, and they're trying to modernize the whole game because they have new game modes. And I think it's somewhat because of Lego Fortnite, because I swear that when you go into Lego Fortnite, it shows Lego style, and it doesn't have rarities in that game mode. So I think they were trying to make it even with the Lego Fortnite players by just removing rarities altogether for all the other game modes too. And it really sucks because there's no color and there's no joy in buying items as much anymore, for at least for me. And it just ruins the concept because Epic Games still has this stuff in Rocket League and Fall Guys, which are both of their properties. And Fortnite basically kind of, I'm not saying they did, but they kind of invented the uncommon, common, uncommon, rare, epic, legendary sorting of items. Warzone copied it. Their own games copied it with Rocket League and Fall Guys, and it's so dumb just to remove that essential thing that they had going for them that nobody even thought of removing. There was no thought in anybody's brain that needed to be changed, but they did, and nobody would bat an eye ever in the future if they kept it in the game. It would just be one of those fundamental things that you have in the game that you need for Fortnite. It makes Fortnite Fortnite. I don't understand it. It's just, why? Okay, I've been complaining about this gun for a long time now, but it's gotten even worse with the brink of Season 2, and I just don't understand it at all. The auto shotgun, the Frenzy auto shotgun, is the stupidest shit ever. It's a weapon. Oh, it's just a weapon. But they've been adding, ever since the TAC, they've been adding two shotguns in the game. There's going to be a pump-like shotgun, and then there's going to be a TAC-like shotgun. And it's gotten worse recently. Ever since the OG season, they added back the drum gun, and then they tried to reinvent that formula with Season 1 of Chapter 5, and they tried adding the Frenzy Auto and the pump, the hammer pump. And it's not good. I wish they just had attack. And they kind of did that with Season 2. They added the Gatekeeper shotgun. And guess what? So for the assault rifle variant, they were like, okay, we have 3 assault rifles in the game. Let's remove one, and then let's replace the striker with the 4-forged. Okay, the SMG section. Okay, let's remove one SMG, the Hyper SMG, and let's add in a new SMG. Let's add the Harbinger SMG. And for the sniper section, let's add a new DMR. That'll add some variety to the section. For the shotgun, we're just going to add a shotgun. We're not going to remove something. We're not going to remove anything. Sure, they did it for the sniper, but that only had one gun in that variety. There was 2 guns. There was the Frenzy and the pump. The hammer pump. And they added this new cool Gatekeeper, which was basically, it's already auto. You can shoot it at auto, and it was just like attack. It was just right up our alleys. Everybody liked it. I don't know if you don't like the Gatekeeper, but it's pretty fun. But guess what? They kept the Frenzy Auto in the game, and they tried to make up for it by, oh, we nerfed it. Why don't you just remove it? Nobody wants it in the game. We got a Gatekeeper, which is way better, and you're leaving this spammy ass shotgun in the game for those people that don't know how to use shotguns. And it's not like the pump, the hammer pump, and the gatekeeper are hard to use. They're not. The gatekeeper is one of the easiest guns to use in the game, and they still use the frenzy auto for those damn people sucking on Epic Games tits that want that goddamn shotgun in the game. Who? Dude, and it's just such a problem. A gold frenzy auto isn't even that good anymore unless you're really up close to someone. It used to be so annoying, and now it's absolute trash, and there's no reason for it to be in the game. I don't understand it at all. Okay, this is a small one. They made a quest tab, which that's perfectly fine. I like it even. But there used to be a thing on the main screen when you're in the play lobby, when you're in the lobby where you can see your skin, you could press a button if you're on controller or PC. You could press a button to directly go to the quest tab. But when they added the quest tab, they removed that thing. Wouldn't it be so nice? And now that key is just unbound. There's nothing replacing that. There's no reason that why they couldn't keep that in. They just made it so you had to do extra work, and it's not that much work, I'm going to be honest. But it's just one of those things, why would you remove it? If you had a quick way to go to quest tab, why wouldn't you keep that in? And it's not replacing anything. It's not like it's vital. Oh, we're adding something new, so we have to have that key for something else. No, they just removed it. And it was when you were in the lobby, you could press your thing, and then you could go to the map and your quests, and you could mark stuff. But now you got to go all the way to quests and do it. And it's just that little thing. I don't know if anybody noticed this, but there's no reason for them to remove that. And I don't understand it. Next, this is one that they fixed, but I want to set an example for them to never do this shit again. The Riot Shield. I hate it, and I'm so glad it's gone. It's amazing that it's gone. Thank you, Fortnite. See, this isn't all about hate. This video isn't all hate, and it's just some criticism that I want to give to Fortnite, because I feel like they're not doing a good job on their own game. The frenzy, still on the frenzy auto. The Riot Shield was not a good idea. Why? I have no idea. If you're gonna make a Riot Shield, don't give them a pistol also. Sure, it's unique, but the shield by itself was really annoying. And people online are like, oh, you have to adapt. I shouldn't need to adapt to their gameplay because they're using a shield that totally disforms the basic premise of Fortnite. That's not how it works, buddy. I shouldn't be needing to change my gameplay so I can deal with an annoying brat holding a shield. And I had 5 medallions last season, and I went up against one, and then there's a guy that literally just pistol, Riot Shield, and then he hid behind a tree so the cooldown could come down, and then he went and sprayed me again with it, and there's nothing you can combat it with. There's sure, the grapple blade was a good thing, doesn't work that well, and just using normal guns. Gunplay is the thing of Fortnite. Guns are, and they're saying, oh, you have to use the melee weapons. The melee weapons are if you want to have fun. It's not supposed to be a deterrent for annoying people. You shouldn't need a deterrent for annoying things. Just don't have annoying things. Jesus. Okay, next up is how they sort their seasons and chapters. I hate it. I absolutely despise it. It seems really lazy and just trying to get more people in the game by saying it's a new chapter. They do it too much. Every single year now, if you've seen the leaks, it shows that we're going to get this season and the season before, next season, which is supposed to be apocalypse themed, season after that, OG Fortnite, and then Chapter 6. Already, we barely tasted Chapter 5, and it used to be 10 seasons for Chapter 1, 8 seasons for Chapter 2. I think 8 seasons is good. I think 10 seasons is great. It's not good when we went into Chapter 3 And then immediately at season 4, we just, the season's ending. I barely got a taste of chapter 3. And then okay, maybe that was just a thing to trick us. Maybe they're going to actually have a long run in chapter 4. Nope. In season 4, that was the finale event. Well, there was OG season, but that's going to be a tradition now, because if you look at the leaks, they're doing the same thing this year. They're going to be running for 4 seasons, doing an OG, then that's the end event. It's going to be the same thing. Can you hear my cat in the background? Oh, okay. I got to stay on track. What was I talking about? Okay. So I hate it. They should really have seasons going on for longer, like chapters going on for longer, because it just ruins the feeling of Fortnite, because it's not exciting anymore. When I hear new chapter, I'm like, okay, whatever, it's just a new season, but they're calling it a chapter, and they're adding a new map. Because chapters used to be so exciting. When it was like in chapter 1, I wasn't around then, don't bully me, but chapter 2, season 8 was really tight. It was like, holy shit, we're gonna get hyped. This is like the end of the map. Holy shit, holy moly, what will chapter 3 look like? We've only got one other chapter, and we don't know what that's like. What's next? The island, and it was exciting. It was exciting as hell. The island flipped, and we got chapter 3, and that was a great set off for the season. It was just amazing, beautiful even. And it's not just now that I'm talking about this. I've talked about it when it first happened. When it was chapter 3, season 4, and I heard that there was the grand finale of the chapter, I was kind of like, I was saying the same thing. But now it's so exaggerated because we know that it happened for chapter 4, and according to the roadmap, it's going to be happening for chapter 5 too. And I wouldn't be surprised if the same thing's going to happen with chapter 6. 4 seasons, 4 seasons, 4 seasons, 4 seasons. It's garbage. And it takes away from seasons, because seasons are just literally just a little parts of the chapter, which only last 1 year. A chapter only lasts 1 year now. And that really sucks. Chapters mean nothing now. It's basically saying refresh map every year. That's basically what it's saying. It's not a grand marvel in the Fortnite thing. It's just literally every year we're going to have something new, boys. Okay. Yeah. So now I'm going to be talking about the passes, like the Festival Pass, the Avatar Pass that's happening right now, the Star Wars passes, which I bet will be coming in the future Star Wars update. That's definitely going to have a pass. For the old Star Wars collabs, they had passes. The Ninja Turtle pass, the Dragon Ball Z passes, the My Hero No. Don't say anything. Wait. They did have a pass. Because I got free items for My Hero Academia. Yeah, they did have a pass. Yeah, there's so many passes that they're doing right now. And usually they cost 1,000 V-Bucks, more than the damn Battle Pass. By 50, but... and it's even getting worse with the Festival Pass, with Lady Gaga and only a couple rewards. It literally just... For 1,800 V-Bucks, which the skin on screen right now, the Human Bill skin, is more worth it than the whole entire Festival Pass, in my opinion. If you're a real Lady Gaga fan, sure, go buy it. But it's not really worth your bucks when you have to grind for it, too. You have to grind out Fortnite Festival just to get the skin for Lady Gaga and the emote. And it's not very much of a good deal if you just have to grind your brain out to get the stuff. For 1,800 V-Bucks, it should give me it now. And I guess that kind of ruins the idea of the pass, but they also have Lady Gaga in the item shop for more expensive. Actually, not more expensive, because if you think about it, you can just get the skin for 1,500, and that's just Lady Gaga. And they're like, oh, if you want to get the real Lady Gaga, you gotta grind out the pass, man. But they like put a different variant And this happened with the weekend too. They put the real weekend in the pass, and then they put the other one in the item shop. So they're like, I mean, you can buy the item shop one, but if you give us 1,800 V-Bucks and grind out our pass and give us more hours on our game, you can get the real one. And I feel like they're just cash grabbing on that. Most of the passes, they're just cash grabbing when they could just release them in the item shop. And I don't really understand it. Sure, maybe it's fun. Okay, this is a big one. The locker. The new locker is so bad. It's almost as bad as the rarity change. That's saying a lot because the rarity change is terrible. And it's just another thing that's a fundamental of Fortnite. It kind of plays in with rarities. And I feel like the rarity situation has made the locker situation even worse because everything's cluttered in the locker. The locker UI itself is cluttered. There's too many tabs. You can literally put all the festival stuff and jam tracks into the main locker. Have a Lego tab. Have a Rocket League tab. And then that's it. You need 3 tabs. You need a normal tab where you can fit all the instruments into a music section where you can have your lobby music, and then you can have your instruments and jam tracks. And then you have a different tab for Rocket League where you can have your cars and all your contras and how you customize your car. And then you have a Lego tab where you have your Lego skins and your Lego sets. Because we don't want the Lego stuff in the main tabs. I feel like people want to separate Lego Fortnite from regular Fortnite as much as possible, and I see why, because it kind of ruined the rarity system. That's just a theory, though. That's just one of the reasons why I might think they would remove the rarity, because they removed the rarity for Lego Fortnite, but still, the locker system is not looking good. Not at all. Okay, speaking of locker and outfits and cosmetics, the age restriction system on the items that you buy for different game modes is kind of crazy, and I know that they fixed this and it's not that big anymore, and stuff isn't like locked behind stuff that much anymore. I don't know if there is any stuff that's locked behind game modes anymore, if they are age restricted or anything, but it happened in the OG season, so it was a big surprise because we were like, oh my god, this season's so good. And the next update, there was an age rating system, and we're like, classic Epic Games. You're so funny. You're so funny and terrible. And it was a really big problem. Not a really big problem. It wasn't. It was okay. It was like, eh. I had the jelly skin. If you don't know what the jelly skin is, it's this like silly guy, and he had sniper rounds connected to his belt, his like thing that goes over his shoulder. So they age restricted him. Anything that has bullets on the skin or a gun showing was age restricted. But they didn't age restrict stuff like Doomslayer, the Terminator, or Xenomorph. Oh, wait, they did do it for Xenomorph, never mind. But they didn't age restrict Doomslayer or Terminator, but they age restricted a jelly skin. And that's so dumb. I'm glad that they changed it. Just never pull that stuff again, Fortnite. Okay, this is not something that I'm fully towards, but the new game modes like Rocket Racing Festival and Lego Fortnite, I feel like they're just an excuse for Epic Games to get more money. Nobody really asked for Lego Fortnite. I bet you can ask around your whole entire friend group. Nobody asked for Lego Fortnite, and sure, Rocket Racing and Fortnite Festival and Lego Fortnite are fun and all, but nobody asked for them. And now Fortnite's making us pay for stuff that we never asked for. Sure, it's cool, but is it Fortnite? No, it's not Fortnite. Honestly, I think Fortnite's just begging for more money. And I wish they would stop this scheming where they would just add random shit that nobody asked for so they could milk us of our money. Sure, the games are good. I'm not saying that they're bad. The games themselves are good. I love Fortnite Festival. I like Rocket Racing. I don't know about Lego Fortnite. But they've brung a lot of problems, like the locker system. They created that problem. The Lego sets in the item shop, they created that problem. There's a lot of problems, a lot of problems with creating new game modes that require new ways of taking approaches on the game. And it's just a confusing topic because, once again, I really like the game modes. But is it worth all of these problems? And maybe they're going to add more game modes in the future, which create more problems. Who knows? If this is going well for them, they're getting a lot of money. So the next logical step is somewhere in the future release a new game mode and make us charge more and make the locker more cluttered than it already is. Because there's probably going to be cosmetics for that too, just like how there is for Lego Fortnite, Fortnite Festival, and Rocket Racing. Okay, now I'm going to talk about that has been around for like a long time. If things that are collabs should be in the Battle Pass. I think it could work, but only in some situations. Chapter 2, Season 5, for example. There was the Mandalorian and the Predator, and I don't know what else. But those were collabs, but they fit with the season, because the Mandalorian was a bounty hunter, and the Predator was also a hunter. He hunted humans, but still, they have the hunting theme, and they fit very well into the battle passes. And I think that worked really well. But when you have stuff like Peter Griffin in a underground mafia season, that doesn't really work very well. I don't know how much you try to fit it in. It's not going to work because Peter Griffin doesn't belong in the mafia. Okay, here's something that actually hasn't come to the game yet, but I see people talking about it all the time, and there has been leaks about it. First-person mode will not be a good thing if it's implemented into normal Battle Royale. First-person mode could work if we had a separate game mode for it, like first-person Battle Royale, or we just have it as a creative exclusive, just like the new chairs that are in creative that aren't seen anywhere else. We just put it in creative so people can make their own maps of it. But I feel like if it was implemented as a setting, it would totally ruin the game of Fortnite, because Fortnite wouldn't be Fortnite anymore. Everybody would just turn on first-person mode, and it would totally ruin how Fortnite as a premise is. So that's for the future. Nothing has happened yet, but I just want to get that off my chest. I've been seeing a lot of clickbaity stuff for it recently, and yeah, I want to get that off the chest if that ever does come to the game in the future. Okay, me personally, this is something that I think they should have more of. They've kind of fell off, and they haven't done anything like this for a while now, but letting the community choose what goes inside the game. Like, we have the one time in, like, Chapter 2, I think it was, that you could vote between the Shockwave grenade launcher and the Rift to Go, and people voted for the Shockwave grenade launcher. Very good choice. There was also in Chapter 3 where you could rebuild tilted towers, and you could choose what buildings go into that. It was kind of rigged because some people would just farm minis off of it, so they would just pick the middle one. So, but anyways, there's also the Unvaulted event where everybody chose the drum gun. Amazing. But it doesn't matter which side you are on. Like, if you like the drum gun and if you don't like the Shockwave grenade launcher, it's good to let the community decide what is going to go into the game. Because, after all, it's the people playing your game that know what's good for your game. Something subtle but important is happening to Fortnite right now. And it's happened for a while. Ever since Chapter 4, I would say. It started out with Chapter 4 and the Unreal Engine 5 and stuff, and they're adding new graphics, so they're making the game more realistic. And that kind of takes away from the charm of Fortnite, I would say. It makes it more bland, and it makes it more not Fortnite-y. Fortnite's all about that cartoony aspect, the funny faces, the just the fun about Fortnite. Goofy guns, goofy vehicles, which they have also um, went away from. They're normal ass vehicles. There's no baller. There's no golf cart. Uh, there's no fun vehicles. There's no shopping carts. You gotta focus on your art style, the feel of your game. You gotta make your game your game. And Fortnite's really bad at that. They're like straying away from making Fortnite what Fortnite is and why people play it. They're making it this like shun of what it used to be. It's making it less cartoony, making it more gritty and dark. I don't know. I don't know if I like it that much because Fortnite is supposed to be this game where you just go around building and shooting people, and it's supposed to be a battle royale that's supposed to be fun and stuff, and it has went far away from that. Ever since Chapter 3, everything is like serious. The towns look the same. There's like you can if you go to Snooty Steps and Pleasant Piazza, they basically look the same. And that's really dumb because they're supposed to be different POIs. They have the same houses, they have the same art style. There's nothing different about it. When in other cases, there would be Risky Reels and Tomato Town, which look drastically different. And there would be like Sweaty Sands, and then there would be the Stronghold. And they would be different, way different. And Fortnite has lost that kind of. With the new season, it has gotten better because there's new POIs with the Mount Olympus, and there's that giant statue. But it still kind of has that problem because, really, can you tell me the real art style difference between Grim Gate and the Underworld? This is something that they used to have and they removed for a dumb reason. And they could have taken extra steps to make sure that it didn't happen and they couldn't remove it, but you know Fortnite, they don't try to do work. They just remove something or make it worse. Account merging was so beautiful. And I wish it was still around because I could have so many skins on my main account. And I could have so many things. So much V-Bucks because I could have so many things refunded that I had to pay back. But account merging was beautiful. The reason why they removed it is because people would buy accounts and then they would merge them with your own. But they do realize that they could make an authentication system where they could run you through some tests. And if you found someone who was merging accounts, you know, Epic Games, you could just ban them, just like how you do with buying usernames. There's just ban them. You didn't need to remove the feature and ruin it for everybody. Just ban them. And for the final thing, and this isn't entirely Fortnite's fault, is the community. It's not really a complaint to Epic Games themselves, but the community sucks, dude. On one hand, there's groups of people who try to keep up with the coolest stuff, and they're sucking on Epic Games because every single time they buy the newest emote, the newest skin, and everything, just to try to be cool and stuff, and that's where Epic Games gets most of the money, so that's what they go for. And they try to bring all of these little kids that want to be cool. And that's what I really, truly identify as a Fortnite kid. Someone who literally just plays Fortnite to be cool and try to show off and stuff. And that's most of the community, I'm not going to lie. And there's always superhero skins, amazing. They're always trying to be cool. Tryhards and everything has been, like, polluting Fortnite since, like, the beginning of Chapter 2, actually. And it's a really bad problem. And, yeah, that's my final thing. It's not Fortnite's fault, but kinda is. That's my video. That's 15 things that I could think of that are really bad with Fortnite right now. And it shouldn't be up to 15. If anything, there should only be like 2 things wrong with Fortnite. But 15 things that are really make my blood boil about this game sometimes. That's a lot. No other game gives me 15 reasons why I should just get off and never play it again. And Fortnite, if you're watching this, which you're not, I know that you're not watching this. I'm a nobody. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please support the video. I spent like 5 hours on this thing. I'm a lonely man, and it's taken a while to make this. This is one of my longest videos. And I'll see you guys someday.